Hey guys, I'm Zane and welcome to this week's edition of the Warp Tunnel, your one-stop hub for all the weekly news that you need. Well guys, let's dive right in with the first bit of big news this week coming out of Everything Epic, as they have secured the license for the one-man army himself, Rambo. That's right, John Rambo the board game is currently in development with Chris Bartelis and Jim Sarmatino, and will be out on Kickstarter later next year. Rambo the board game will be thematic, cooperative, full of miniatures, and have scenario-based campaigns for 1 to 4 players, where players will have a very reminiscent feel of the iconic movie, with the addition of never-before-seen missions. So don't forget to look out next year for that one. So Mondo have followed up from their board game tease of John Carpenter's The Thing by releasing the first look at the box on their Instagram page. So from that we know that the game's going to be called The Thing, Infection and Outpost 31, and will have players take on secret identities. And from there all the players will have a race against time against each other to find out who the infected is. Well guys, next up for you this week we've got some news coming about Deadly Premonition, the video game. And that's right, you guessed it, it's making its way into the tabletop world. Publisher Rising Star Games released a brief teaser where they promised a game of innocence, incrimination and murder. Now not much has been released about the game's play, but we'll keep an eye on this on their Baron website and hopefully some details will be released soon. Well guys, next up for you this week, Braincrack Games have been collaborating with the fantastic designer Jamie Jolly and have brought to you a futuristic war game, Farshight. Now the game has been developed for 8 years and will bring a fresh and rich new take on wargaming, combining war mechanics, hidden units, dynamic and interactive terrain, and unpredictable events. Well guys, next up for you this week we've got some news coming from Upper Deck, as they've announced a new expansion for their famous deck building game, Legendary. So Legendary X-Men will have 400 cards and new mechanisms, 15 new heroes, 6 new villain groups, 6 new masterminds, and 4 new henchmen straight from the comics. So look out for this, it's going to be released in June, so get yours then. So guys, moving on to our last bit of news this week, and we've heard from Dice Tower that they've released the nominees for the prestigious Dice Tower Awards Game of the Year. Now I know you'll agree with me in saying there's been a lot of games released that are fantastic, but only a few can make this list. So the nominees on Dice Tower's Game of the Year are Adrenaline, Captain Sonar, Feast for Odin, The Great Western Trail, Cry Havoc, Innis, Mechs vs Minions, Scythe, Star Wars Rebellion, and Terraforming Mars. So look out for the winner of this prestigious award. We're going to be released at Dice Tower Con in July. Right guys, that's our start to the Warp Tunnel this week. Thank you so much for watching once again. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. But otherwise, that's me done for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to check out Zatu Games website. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.